Whoa. OBS did something new. That's the reason why it took me a few extra minutes, y'all. OBS, as soon as I opened it up, it wanted me to update. So, I don't know if any of y'all have used this yet, but the little graphic thingies are a little different. Hello, y'all. Man, it's been an interesting day. Hello, everybody. Lorelei, Mud Pie, Kitty, Anita, Terry, Pamela, Suburban, Jordan. Woo! Niana. Ugh. Jason always messes me up with that. Niana and Steve. All right. Let's give everybody just a couple of minutes because I'm obviously running late. Hey, Mark. Hey, Pickers. Hey, Karen. I didn't have time to get all pretty for y'all. I'm in a ponytail. Been in a ponytail all day. Alright. Leah Griffith, that's a new name. Lee Floyd. Hey, David. Let's see. Susan, what's up? Alright. We'll give it till 7:40. Lois Ann Therapy Garden. Louise or Lois? Lois, maybe. Lois Ann? I don't know. I'm sorry if I butchered your name. Gothic Sugar. Hey! Alright. Trudy. What's up, Trudy? Okay, so anybody, I think that some of the people are here in the class. Anybody who was getting a book from me, they're shipping out tomorrow. Just so you know. I had to get the boxes, the special boxes for them to ship them off. So they're going out in the morning. I should have everybody's address, but if you think to do it, go ahead and email me your address so I can make sure that it gets shipped to the right place. Just so you know. My first time. Nice to meet everyone. It's nice to meet you too. Hey, Tanya. All right. What books? So, okay, so anybody who signs up under our Big Bear Homestead team in doTERRA, we are supplying your first book, whether it is the Essential Life book or the Modern Essentials book. Now, it took me a little while to order these books. Everybody knows we had some financial stuff over the last couple of months, so it took me a little while to order them because each book's like almost $30. So, and to become a wellness advocate, it's only like $35. So you're basically coming out, you know, pretty much even. So I was trying to wait to be able to order them all at one time because shipping gets a little expensive. So, which is the best book to get? In my opinion, if you're starting up, this to me is the best one. This is called The Essential Life. Let me see if I can tilt it the right way. This is the best one in my opinion if you're just starting to learn about essential oils. It has a lot of information. They update it every year or so. Whenever doTERRA releases new oils, they do that. So that's, you know, that's the way I like this book. They, like I said, they update it each year. Copaiba is in the new one. So the one I have is an older edition, so I don't have Copaiba in there or some of the newer oils. in my book. So I'm going to have to order one eventually myself so that I can kind of keep up with everything. They do have little binder, they're like spiral bound books, so that's, you know, pretty cool too. So and I don't think that one is as expensive. I think it's a little bit cheaper. I don't know that it carries everything that the big but this book, I mean, I've had this book for 2 years, and anybody who knows me knows that I use this book a lot, and it, I mean, it holds up really well. It's a hardbound book, almost like a school book. So that's my recommendation. Let's see. Jordan says, I have a thing for protein shakes and ordered their Slim and Sassy chocolate trim shake. It's actually pretty good. Yes, it is pretty good. Definitely want to learn more about oils and start using them. I know there are some I can't use, but that's okay. Yeah. So that's your thing. Like, you got to do your due diligence when you're looking at oils. Make sure that's not going to interact with anything that you're taking or any health issues that you have. Like, Terry has epilepsy, so she has to be really careful with things that will interfere with her having seizures, or can cause seizures, kind of thing. Terry says, how much is it to sign up as a wellness advocate? Well, just to sign up as a wellness advocate, it's like $35. But the thing with that is that when you sign up like that, you get I mean, you really don't get anything. You get a nice little paper that says, hey, welcome to doTERRA. What I usually try to do with people is get them going to where they can, and I've done this with a couple of people in a chat. Wait until you can afford it, and then get one of the kits, the enrollment kits, because the $35 fee is waived, and you actually get oils. And the other really cool thing about it is if you're ever thinking about doing it as a small business, side business, just enough to raise money for pizza once a month, whatever, if you get one of these kits, one, you get exposure to some of the most popular and useful oils that doTERRA has, but also you, if you get the bigger kit, you have enough to where you can start sharing with people almost immediately. So that's the one that I always try to get people to consider or save up for, because it sets them up to be able to share with other people. So just my recommendation, and that one's usually around the 200-ish mark. So that's what I always tell people: save up your money, and when you're ready, we'll do it. Because that's what we did. Jason and I waited until tax season one year, and that was something that we put aside our tax money for, was to go ahead and get the bigger kit, because it came with a diffuser and it came with the 15 milliliter bottles. So that was the best way for us to do it. Let's see. Lorelei, that's awesome. She said, I'm going to listen while I do dishes and herd chickens, meaning her toddlers. Tanya, between you, Robin, and Kitty, you all have me addicted to oils now. That's good. I mean, you know, addicted, but, you know, these oils can be very useful in very many ways. You know, last week we talked about the herb oils. This week we're going to talk about citrus oils. And just like the herb oils, the citrus oils can be ingested as well. They can be used to cook with. So, and again, let me caveat that with, make sure that your oils are ingestible, because there are some. I had somebody ask me last week, you know, what do you think about the oils from Walmart? You know, you got to be really careful. Some of these are not meant to be ingested. Some of the qualities or the grades of the oil are not meant to be ingested. doTERRA oils are certified pure therapeutic grade, meaning that they are the purest that they can be. And they are, the ones that are rated for ingestion will actually have supplemental facts on the side of the bottle to let you know that they can be. Jordan asks, quick question, anything for allergic reactions? I'm reacting to something bad this week at work, rash all over my arms and hands. Typically, I recommend lavender. Lavender is a natural antihistamine, so you can try that and see. Some people have a reaction to lavender, and then that's a problem as well. So, but I would use carrier oil to make sure that you're careful with that. The only problem with tea tree oil is tea tree oil can be very, I guess the sensation to me, it burns a little. So I tend to go more towards the lavender because of its antihistamine properties. Let's see. Hey, Farmer Meemaw. And Floyd, what did Floyd say? Did Floyd say he started LLV this week? That is awesome, Floyd. I can't wait to hear how that is working for you. Okay, so without further ado, well, Jordan, the thing with the smell of Melaleuca, if you wanted to do Melaleuca and lavender, but see, here's the thing. One thing that I always tell people, like with rashes, one thing that I do with a skin rash is actually an oatmeal bath. Oatmeal bath can be really soothing, and lavender. But here's the thing about when you have a rash on your skin. You don't want to do too much, because too much can make it worse. So I would do one or the other. I would either do like lavender, but when I would do the lavender, I would put it with a carrier oil. Or you can try like an Aveeno oatmeal bath. That seems to work really well too. I had that problem when I was pregnant with Blaze. I was 21 and I was very vain and I didn't want to have stretch marks. And so I started right away, and I started rubbing it on my tummy, and then whatever I had, I would put the excess on my arms and legs. And the next thing I knew, I broke out all over the place, and I had the most horrible rash, and it had cocoa butter in it. And I apparently, at the time, I don't know if I still am, because I am not going to try and find out again, but cocoa butter gave me that reaction. So that's what I did. She said, I've been using coconut oil lotion. What about just flat out coconut oil? You could try that too. Terry said, I was given a bar of geranium natural soap. I'm loving it. I wonder where you got that from. Amanda says, if it's been itchy and you've been scratching, be careful. Small cuts from scratching can cause inflammation. That's true. That's another thing, Amanda. That's absolutely right. You keep scratching it, you're going to irritate it and make it even worse. I know people who will take and put, and I know this sounds funny, but they'll take and put socks on their hands so that their fingernails don't scratch and actually cut it open. So they'll put, you know, or like they'll take their sweatshirts and put their hands on their sweatshirts so that when they itch, they don't actually scratch anything and break the skin open. So that's another thing. Okay, so without further ado, let's talk about citrus oils. And by citrus oils, I mean bergamot, grapefruit, lime, lemon, tangerine, and wild orange. Okay, we've had classes on all of these except for tangerine, because they just released tangerine in a full 15 milliliter bottle not too long ago. So we've done classes on all these. Like I said last week, we're just going to kind of go over them and kind of touch on, you know, kind of do a flyover of all of them and talk about them. All right, so what are some things about citrus oils to keep in mind? Very first thing is citrus oils are all produced by cold press method. So they're not steam distilled, okay? They are, what was I going to say? They're, they actually get the oil from pressing the rind of the fruit. So all of these are good to take internally or to diffuse. As far as topical application, he's going to hit the window in just a second. I just know it's coming. If you're using topically, whether you use it neat or diluted, it does not matter. You need to wait 12 hours. See, here he is. Are you on? Let's answer him and tell him he's rude. If you're using it topically, whether you're using it neat or diluted, you need to wait at least 12 hours before going into the sunlight or tanning beds. I know everybody has seen these horrible, horrible, horrible pictures. Let me see. I think I thought I saved one last week when I was doing my studying. No, okay, this is what I did. Okay, I'm gonna add this picture. I want y'all to see this. There are some oils that are photosensitive, and what that means is that if you use them and then are exposed to sunlight, UV rays, that kind of thing within 12 hours, that you can be susceptible to any kind of like skin damage, sunburn, that kind of thing. So pretty much all of your citrus oils are in here. There's some blends. So I wanted to post this so that you guys can see it. Alright, so there they are. The photosensitive oils and blends. Check those out. Look at those. So that's going to be, looks like Aroma Touch, Bergamot, Citrus Bliss, Cumin, Breathe, Elevation, On Guard. So a lot of these, you got to be very careful with using them. And as far as I know, yes, this is for topical use only. So when you're using them topically, you need to be careful of exposure to sunlight.
Yo, 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 did I hear you say tropically?
No. No, topically.
Yo, we going to the tropics for some oils, yo.
Oh my God.
Yo, what's up, everybody? Fried squash into his house.
Oh my God.
What y'all doing, yo? Learn about some essential oils. What we learning today?
Let me move over a little bit so everybody can see you.
Yo, 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 still got the clock on 22? Everybody know why we do that, right? Yeah.
So Amanda said, oh my God, did you know that Natasha's having a Pokemon themed birthday, right?
Yo, that's why I got Pikachu.
All right, so Squash, listen, we're talking about need to get Ethan, don't leave. Okay, so we're learning about citrus oils, and I was talking about how if you put the oils on topically, like on your skin topically.
Ooh, what your man gonna say about you touching me like that, eh? What's he gonna say? He gonna hunt me down.
Okay, so you gotta be really careful because if you put like say lemon or grapefruit, anything like that on your skin, and then you are exposed to either tanning bed, sun, anything like that, you can get sunburn, can be exposed to the UV light, can actually be stronger. So
UV toasted. What up, B? Thank you for the dubage. Found it. Yo.
Okay.
Look, I want to apologize for being late. Me and a bunch of my home dogs we was at a spear chucking contest.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I lost.
You lost? Yeah?
Yeah.
You got a spear in your back somewhere?
No. They ain't spear me in the back. But boy, they could chuck them though.
Okay. So.
Oh.
As somebody asked me if I'll post that picture in the oils group, yes, I will. Speaking of the oils group, if you're not in the group, Essential Oils with Mama Bear, make sure that you ask to join that group. We'll be more than happy to put you in there.
What group?
It's a Facebook group.
What group? Yo, am I in the Facebook group?
I think so. I hope so anyway.
Uh-oh. This might be one of my home dog spear chucking friends.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, well, you check and find out. That's the spear catching contest. Late because he missed the bus. Ethan was giggling and yelled squish instead of squash.
Yo,
Say hi to Ethan. Is Jason experiencing the side effects of what happens if you get out in the sun with those oils?
No, Jason's working at the post office.
So yes, Amanda asked, aren't citrus oils diuretics? Yes. You have to be very careful with the citrus oils because they will make you pee. So you got to make sure. Yes, so you got to make sure that you stay hydrated and make you go pee-ka-choo. Pee-ka-poo.
That's what I do.
Okay, enough.
And I'm dropping a deuce. Be like, kids are like, what are you doing in there? And I'm like, I'm catching a peekaboo.
Okay, anyway, so let's try to reel this back in. All right, all of the oils affect mood, okay? So while most people associate citrus oils with being uplifting and making you like crazy happy.
Yo, what's up on your computer there? It's a stink bug, yo.
Oh, it is a stink bug.
It be stinking.
So what, the thing is that most of them are uplifting. However, bergamot is actually a calming and soothing oil. So it has sedative properties, which is really kind of weird. So normally all of them like lime, lemon.
I need to give my girlfriend some sedative.
Oh yeah, why?
Yeah, she's a freak.
Oh my god. Squash, we got kids watching in here, man. You gotta keep it PG.
That's PG.
Okay.
She wound too tight.
So, like your clock.
Mm-hmm. Word.
All right. So, the best place to use all of the citrus oils is at the back of the neck, near the base of the skull, or on the bottom of the feet. That's where they're most effective.
Yo, you just said, no, I can't go outside if I put these oils on, so why am I going to put them on the back of my neck? I'm going to look like one of them redneck boys, then be like, like Red Lobster back here. And on my feet, and when my feet get burned, I'll be like, ooh, I ain't going to be able to walk.
Well, for some of us who work inside all day.
Well, some of us don't.
Or stay inside most of the day.
Some of us don't.
Crank up the Rick James. Okay. So, back of the neck.
You trying to kill folks.
Base of the feet. Okay?
Okay. What about my boy Catfish?
Uh-huh.
Now, he works outside all the time. And
right.
a homeboy needs a sedative sometime.
Right. So, there are other oils for that. The thing that about, at least for me, bergamot, I use bergamot to smell. So I don't have to worry about the photosensitivity because I'm smelling it.
So now I can't take a picture?
Oh my god.
What kind of stinking oils are these? I can't take a picture now? So if I put this oil on, what, I'm going to look like a vampire when somebody try to take a picture?
Catfish doesn't want to be a fried catfish. I'm done. I give up.
Hey, B, are you in this oil class? She trying to kill us, man.
Yes. So bergamot is amazing. It's a very calming and soothing smell. I like it just for the actual, like, what it smells like. But it's also bergamot.
Who? who?
Bergamot.
Who's he? Look at that. Look at my boy. Look at my boy sent me a Pikachu.
So Lorelai says I put it in my diffuser, or on my diffuser bracelet. Stop. To inhale when I encounter anxiety or idiots. That's exactly.
Bill Clinton can't use that oil.
So that's what we do. We use bergamot for that. They could call themselves dish fry. Okay, fish fry is what she meant. Okay, so lemon, lime, and orange are actually really good to purify the air. So if you put lemon, lime, or orange in your diffuser, that also works out really well to purify, kill all the smelly, nasty stuff, and also germs and things.
So if I get a diffuser,
uh-huh.
Like, let's say we in my buddy's.
Your crib?
No, in my homeboy's hunting bus.
Uh-huh.
After he eats Mexican food.
Uh-huh.
And he the refried beans are refrying again for like the 4th time. And we're all like, So you're telling me that if Fried Squash pulls out the portable battery operated diffuser and I put some orange in there, we won't die? We won't have to be like gas.
In that case, I think I would put it on my hands and I'd cup it over my nose to make sure that nothing else was getting in.
I don't know. Sometime when he let him go, it's like you in that one was it the Poltergeist? No, the Indiana Jones flick when they open up the ark and the guy's faces melt off. Toxic.
Lemon helps the gassiness. Okay, so let's talk about Bergamo. Bergamo. So as far as
is he part of the Three Stooges?
He's about to be part of my back of my hand.
Whoa, now you trying to act all hard.
Oh!
You trying to act hard and get I was reaching for my phone.
Okay, Bergamo. The contraindications and precautions, it can be used by pregnant women. Just be very careful and consult your physician. It can lower blood sugar, so monitor your blood sugar or be very careful when using medication that helps to lower blood sugar.
So we can't use this if we got the sugar?
Now, if you got the sugar, you got to be careful.
Be careful. Like what? We got to get doctor's permission?
Well, you got to make sure that you're monitoring it.
Who's monitoring what?
Well, if you got the sugar, you should know.
I didn't say I got the sugar.
Oh, okay. Anyway.
I'm just saying I got some homies that got the sugar.
Also.
And so you're saying my homies can't use this oil because they got the sugar?
No, I'm saying they got to be careful if they choose to use it.
Hey, you gonna give me some sugar? Okay.
You ain't getting no sugar from me.
I tried. Don't tell Jason, he'll kill me.
All right. Also, if you're going to have surgery within 2 weeks, talked about this last week, be very careful because this one can lower your blood pressure. And you don't want to be on the table having surgery and nobody knows that you've taken an oil that could lower your blood pressure and you're on the table and all of a sudden your blood pressure bottoms out.
Then they're like, clear!
So, be very careful with that.
Clear!
Alright, now, as far as some little tidbit of history, Bergamo was actually carried from the Canary Islands to Spain and Italy.
Who carried it?
It was named after the town where it was originally sold, which was Bergamo.
There's a town named Bergamo? Well, who carried the oil?
I don't know, some crazy man. And it wasn't an oil, it was the tree.
He carried a whole freaking tree?
Well, you know, cutting a seed, a fruit, something.
You're supposed to be teaching and you don't even know the answer to the question?
Do you want me to pop you? Right here on the live stream.
I'm from the ghetto. You know we like it rough.
Oh my God. Squash. How many canaries do you need to press for oil? Y'all are killing me. Look, now, look, somebody sent Brad a message. Brad, you gotta get in here.
Ain't Flavor Flav. I'm Fried Squash. Flavor Flav stole this from me.
Carried by an English swallow. There you go. So, alright, so, now, as far as properties go, it's
Whose property?
antibacterial.
Yo.
Okay, so Suburban says that's disappointing to hear. I have low blood pressure and I've been using Bergamo. So let me ask you though, Suburban, are you having any kind of reaction to it? Is it making you bottom out with your blood pressure? Just monitor it and be careful with it. If you started to notice that you have some issues, then obviously you need to back off of it. But if you're not having any issues with it, then, you know, just keep an eye on it. And the other thing too is if you're diffusing it or something of that nature, not as bad. Is it bad for low blood pressure or blood sugar? It can interact with it. So like the thing is that this can help to lower your blood pressure and it can also help to lower blood sugar. So if you're taking any medication for those things, you've got to be careful. You're taking two of the same thing, so it'll make it worse. So you got to be very, very careful. It's antibacterial, anti-inflammatory, analgesic, meaning it'll help with pain.
So what? It'll stop a flame? You said anti-inflammatory.
Anti-inflammatory. So if you have an
So it'll stop the flame from the inside.
Yep, that's it. Okay, antidepressant, which apparently you don't need at all. Anti-infectious, anti-parasitic,
Yo,
antiseptic.
did you just try to call me psychotic?
No, not at all.
Good, because I'm not psychotic.
Antispasmodic. It's also a digestive, helps with hormonal support. It is sedative, it's a diuretic, and it is a deodorant.
I got another little buddy watching.
Oh yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Cool. All right. Now, I did have somebody ask me a little while ago about seasonal affective disorder. I'm not going to name names on who that person was, but I do
Don't you just
believe-
go to the doctor and get a shot and get that cleared right up?
I do believe you're in the room, so if you are, pay attention. This oil is very good for seasonal affective disorder. So, diffuse it, wear it in a diffuser necklace, diffuser bracelet, something of that nature. It can help with that issue.
What is it?
Seasonal affective disorder.
What's that mean?
Look it up on Google. Ask Google. Alright, so insomnia, stress, it helps with both of these. Also joint and muscle pain.
Okay, Google. What is seasonal affective disorder?
What is seasonal disorder? Seasonal seasonal affective disorder is more commonly known as like the winter blues, cabin fever. The stuff during the winter time when there's not as much sunlight out, people tend to, there's some people that are very
They don't like
partially
the dark side.
affected by that, and so they tend to, it exaggerates, you know, like most of us might feel a little down if it's raining or whatever outside, but these people with seasonal affective disorder have more of an issue with that. Kitty has provided a link, so if you're curious about that, you can click on that link and check that out.
I get affected by the seasons.
Bergamot is also really good for cough and bronchitis.
I got bronchitis.
And it does help promote healthy skin, so this is
Ain't
what
nobody got
I'm
no time for
probably
that.
going to try when I make my next batch of soap. I may do some bergamot because it's a very calming smell, so it might be something like for evening bath time or, you know, something like that, to be able to do a good skin treatment, but also to be relaxing. So I might do like a lavender bergamot or something.
So it'll
like
cure
that.
ashy ankles? My boy Catfish got some ashy ankles, yo. And elbows. Elbows. Look like he just like burnt
Yeah,
like a
so that's what I was
whole-
thinking. It would make a great soap. So.
His elbow's so ashy, looked like he burnt a whole pallet right down his elbow.
Okay, are you going to do a video on your soap making? It's not my strong point.
Yo, let's do one, yo. Me and you on making soap.
Oh, no.
We could bust a rhyme at the
Do
end.
you
and
know
we could-
how dangerous it would be with you and Lie in the same room?
I ain't lying. I'll be standing up.
Oh, God.
I ain't gonna lie. We gonna have some fun. We gonna make some soap on a rope
We gotta
and send it to all my homies that been locked up, been incarcerated because they didn't do nothing.
Will it help Freddy Krueger butt? Oh my God.
That's a good question.
Okay. Stop.
What about him? What about Cougar?
No.
Remember to make him
Is
calm down and get
bergamot
up.
one of the things
get a
in the kit you were talking about?
Mani-pedi.
No, bergamot is not in the kit
Why not?
because it's not. I mean, you can add,
It's
you know,
not.
you can add whatever oils you want, but it's typically not in there. Lemon is. Lemon has a lot more applications to it, and we'll get to that in just a second. Let's talk about grapefruit next.
Grapefruit. When I bite into it, I get the pucky face. It makes
And grapefruit in Barbados was considered the forbidden fruit.
That's why he got locked up,
Ew.
Billy.
Oh God, I don't want to hear this. So, as far as grapefruit,
He was going around grabbing grapefruits.
I'm gonna kill you. You're gonna die. Okay. So,
I didn't know he was in Barbados doing it.
stop! I have 4 pages of notes that I want to get through, and I have 40 minutes. I'm gonna give you some patchouli. Okay.
No, I watched that video what you did there, man, and that was uncool.
All right.
Think about taking up a collection. Spousal abuse.
Okay. All right. Mr. Mudd said, I still haven't seen anything from my wife's ailment. All right. So as far as grapefruit goes, as far as contraindications and precautions, grapefruit, the fruit, actually interacts with statin drugs.
Excuse me. Is there another kind of grapefruit that's not a fruit?
Squash.
Huh.
You're gonna get squished.
I'm just asking because you said I'm trying to get educated. You said grapefruit, the fruit. So
yes.
I'm curious.
So grapefruit, the actual fruit inside the grapefruit,
what do you mean?
Is an issue. We're taught if you got here in time for the class to start, you would know that all of these oils are coming from the rind. Now, the oils are made from the rind, not from the fruit. I am going to publicly murder you on live stream if you don't stop. I'm going to send you to the corner.
Do they got an album? You said they rhyming. They rap artists? Ah, that's cool. I'm going to be down with them. Down with the oils.
I need some vetiver. Like now. Okay.
Veta who?
Grapefruit.
Veta grapefruit.
The fruit part of the grapefruit can interact with statin drugs. However, grapefruit oil does not.
Excuse me.
So.
Excuse me. What is a statin drug?
Statin, therefore.
Is that from New York,
no,
Staten Island?
Those are a particular group of drugs.
Oh, like the Cribs and the Bloods?
No, oh my God, stop.
And the King Cobras? There was only like 2 members of that gang.
But still make sure that you check with your physician because there is a little bit of difference in between the oils that are produced from the rind and the oil and the juice that comes out of the fruit. Okay. Now, be careful when using with blood pressure and antidepressant medication because, again, these 2 things can do the same thing. So you have to make sure that if you're taking a medication to treat blood pressure or depression, that it can interact a little bit with these drugs and intensify the effects of the drugs. You have to be really careful with that. Also, overconsumption can overstimulate the bladder and can cause gallstones, so be very careful as well with that. Okay, what's the difference between the fruit and the oils so that the oils don't interfere? Because they're coming from 2 different things. The grapefruit oil is actually pressed out of the grapefruit rind. It's totally different than the fruit and the juice that comes from the grapefruit itself.
So the rind over there doing bench presses.
Okay. All right. Now, with the grapefruit, the oil glands are deeper in the peel, so it makes it harder to extract, and therefore it produces less oil, which is why grapefruit oil is a little bit more expensive than some of the other citrus oils.
I got a question.
Now
you said it was in the peel.
The rind.
Okay, that's what I was going. Okay, that's what I was going to ask. Because are you talking about the little white fuzzy thing?
No, not the pith. That's the pith. The white part.
That actually has a freaking name.
Yes, it does have a name. It's called the pith.
It's called the pith.
Yes. The white part is the pith, the outside and if you really examine the outer part of a citrus fruit, you'll see the pores. And so with a grapefruit, the oil is deeper down in those pores. So it takes more pressure to extract those oils, but then also there's less in there. So it takes more grapefruit to be able to get the same amount of oil, which is why
so what you're saying is they got to dig deep.
They got to dig deep. That's right. Now, as far as properties go, antioxidant, It's a stimulant.
Gin and do.
It helps with fatigue, increases mental focus. It's a natural antidepressant.
Maybe that's what you need.
It
to help with the mental focus.
It increases alertness.
I'm alert.
Calms nerves.
I'm
I
calm.
need some of that.
I'm calm. We calm.
Helps relieve stress.
We are stress frizzy.
It's antiseptic, and also, again, this is a diuretic.
What do you mean antiseptic?
Antiseptic.
You put it in your septic tank and it won't clog?
No.
What? Why are you using school words? You know when you use school words, you gotta do the thing I made up. School word.
So septic, when you're septic, you can have like it's an infection, and I believe it gets in the blood. So when you're an antiseptic, actually helps to kill the infections that would, or the back.
So the oil's like a bunch of little ninjas against the flu. They're going in there. Watch.
Well, yeah, and that's the thing we're talking about with purifying the air. A lot of these oils, when diffused, can kill some of the bacteria that's floating around in the air that we don't want in the air.
I got a question. Now, you talking about us eating these oils, right? Okay. So let me ask you something. After we eat these oils, when we fart, are we like a diffuser then?
Squash, no offense, but I'm not going to stick my nose by your butt to find out. Just saying.
Take a bunch of lemon and be like, air all clean now. We done killed the Ebola. Done killed it. So, I mean, if that's the case, that's all they need to do over there in Africa. Just give everybody a bunch of lemon essential oil and let them put it on their mud pie, and bam, killed the Ebola.
Okay.
See, that right there should get me the Nobel Peace Prize. Big peace symbol around my neck.
Okay, so grapefruit is good. One of the things that grapefruit is really good for is weight loss and cellulite. People will put this with a carrier oil and rub on, legs, arms, whatever, and it helps to.
You know I got a question. You know I got a question. So what you saying is, Big Mama, she got the cottage cheese on the back of her leg. She can put this oil back there, and it go from being cottage cheese to Swiss cheese. I mean, what's gonna happen? She gonna get a smooth booty again, or?
I'm just not even going there.
Come on now.
It helps with weight loss. It also it's really good for the skin. It helps with acne and oily skin. It helps with lymphatic and kidney cleansing.
It helps with what?
Lymphatic.
What is that?
Your lymph system. Hold on.
Oh, okay. I thought you was talking about something else.
I want to check something real quick.
Okay.
I don't know is everybody else having an issue, because we're not showing where there's any buffering. Whoa, just kidding.
Oop, we getting busy with it now.
Just kidding. I wasn't even watching my own stuff. I don't know.
I watch my stuff.
Old as dirt. Sorry you're having that.
It might be, it is raining outside, so.
I don't know. It might not even be that nobody else is buffering. It might just be that his particular, I don't remember who old as dirt is, boy or girl. It doesn't look like it's buffering. So, okay. Now, it's also good for your adrenal fatigue, gallstones, gallbladder. It's good for a hangover.
Excuse me.
And it's also good, and this is why you should use it. Now, I want you to pay attention, okay?
Okay. Oh, you touching me again. Your husband gonna hate me.
This is really good to promote breast and uterine health.
Woohoo! So Big Mama can take care of her boobage. Wow. So this oil not only will help her with the cottage cheese, it'll help her with her grapefruits. You see how I transition back to that?
Oh my God. Do you know, Okay, so
So
any
that-
of you that are new, this is not normal.
It's normal.
I'm being pulled.
Look, I heard that the Big Bear Homestead made it to 7,000 subscribers, so I came today.
Good night, Ford Food Forest Permaculture. Have a good evening. Okay, so the next oil is lemon. Lemon has no contraindications.
No what?
But you do want to be very careful with sensitive skin. This is one you might want to dilute, put a carrier oil in it.
So what you saying? All the snowflakes out there shouldn't use this one because you know how sensitive they are. They just like smell it and they'll start crying.
Okay, so lemon used to be used to fight food poisoning, also scurvy. Christopher Columbus carried lemon seeds
Christopher Columbus is the whole reason why everybody got sick over here.
on his trip from eating lemon and brought them over from there.
I heard Christopher Columbus brought the guy that said for herpes simplex 12.
So the properties of
I
lemon.
heard.
Lemon is antiseptic. It's also a diuretic. It's antioxidant.
Why don't you just say it makes you pee?
It's antibacterial. It's a detoxification oil, again, because of it being a diuretic.
So can I give this one to my homies that are hooked on the meth?
Oh my God, not that kind of detox.
Well, you said detox.
I'm talking about.
No, the meth done got him. Got him hard, yo.
That's not even funny. Like, I shouldn't even be laughing about that.
We're
Because that's a real
have to
problem
pour
here.
some out to my dead homies right now.
Okay. Antiseptic, diuretic, antioxidant, antibacterial. It's a disinfectant. It's a mucolytic.
Oh, what?
It
What
helps
is that?
Helps with mucus.
It helps you hock a loogie?
Yeah. It's astringent, meaning that
You
it'll
be over there.
firm tone skin.
Hey, give me some of that lemon oil. I
Now-
gotta get.
Lung butter. There you go. So one thing that this oil is also really good for is that it's antidepressant, antifungal, antiviral. It's invigorating. Limonene, which is the active property or the active chemical part of the oil, limonene, is actually
Lemon who?
been studied to be an to help with cancer support. So that's definitely one to look into. There's plenty of studies out there with limonene. Look that one up.
Yo, your home dog C-Dean says he wants to know will it help with someone suffering from the flu.
Yes,
That's what I said.
a little bit. But with the flu, we always recommend oregano on the feet, On Guard in the air.
Well, hold up now. You better say a little bit more about the oregano than just put it on the feet. Because I know, look, I was there the day after you burnt my dog. And that was so not cool. He had to walk around for a week like this, like he was trying to flop and take off.
I thought he was doing a zombie impression.
No, he was part of Thriller or something.
So, with oregano, make sure that you dilute. It is a hot oil and it cannot be put on meat. It will hurt. Just ask Jason.
He ain't here right now.
Okay. Now, the other thing that lemon is really good for, and I want to see if anybody has used lemon this way.
I used it.
Lemon is a great degreaser. Okay, hold on real quick before I get into degreaser. As far as cancer goes, limonene, look it up. Go on and Google limonene and cancer. And lemon oil, the chemical part of lemon oil is limonene. Look it up. There's been a lot of anti-cancer studies. It's not necessarily for cancer patients. I think what it does is it kind of kills some of the cancer cells that live in our body.
Yeah.
I think
Forget
it is.
cancer,
It
yo.
does apoptosis. I think we'll have to check on that one.
Drops the people's elbow
gotta be
on the
careful.
cancer.
Okay, so everybody's saying they've used lemon or citrus for many years to clean with. Now, here's the thing. If you take lemon oil, the lemon essential oil, put it on a sponge,
On the sponge.
and put it on an area where there's grease. We've done this in our cooktop, on our stove top. You put a little bit on there with some water, just to kind of help it spread it around a little bit, and let it sit for a minute. If you go back and clean that up, it pulls all the grease off. It's wonderful.
Look, my last ex-girlfriend, she had real greasy hair, and we put a little bit in her shampoo.
They probably turned it blonde too. You gotta be careful. Respiratory problems, i.e. chest cold and sinuses. Breathe is fantastic. Copaiba is another really good one. Eucalyptus, peppermint, any of those that are gonna open up the airways.
It was nice though, because then when I go in there to try to kiss her, I didn't come out looking like I was in there trying to cut up some lard or something. She had some greasy hair.
Okay.
We used to use it to help the ball bearings go back into the tires and stuff. Hey, come here.
There's another study. There was a study actually done by the USDA. They added lemon essential oils to food and saw that it protected food against human pathogens. So that's pretty.
Human what?
Pathogens.
What path are we taking?
I'm gonna pop you.
The path to gin. That's the path we taking. See, I left that open for you, and you did not take it. So I had to come in and rescue you. That was a good funny. Human pathogens. What path are we taking? You taking the path to gin. Come on now.
You need to go on with that. Okay.
You know, that was a good funny.
Lemon is good with for.
But lime is better.
Kidney and gallstones. It's good for detox and lymphatic cleaning.
What's a lymphatic? What?
Your lymph system. So.
I'm not limping.
Ironically, it's good
like
for
bull.
heartburn and reflux. It's good for congestion and mucus. Like I said, it's a mucolytic, so it helps to break up all of that gross, nasty lung butter. It's good for stress. It's good for runny nose and allergies. It's also good for joint issues like arthritis, things like that, rheumatism. Like I said, it's good for degreaser. Another thing we used to use lemon oil for is for furniture polish. So we would put lemon oil and beeswax together.
Yeah, but then you can't sit down because then you're like, go to sit down, it's all slick.
It's also good for focus. Focus!
Focus,
Tom! Focus and concentration.
Hey, that's like when you look at the orange juice to make it concentrated.
Oh my god. Okay, lime. We're on the lime.
Put the lime in the coconut. Pour yourself a drink.
Okay, lime is next. No known contraindications. So the leaves used to be used to treat poisonous bites and swelling on the lime tree. Ancient British sailors used it for scurvy. As far as properties go,
Oh, bloody hell, he's got the scurvy. Somebody get the lime leaves, please.
So it's anti-inflammatory, antiseptic, antioxidant, antibacterial, tonic, uplifting, detoxifier. So you're noticing all of these have a lot of the same properties: disinfectant, diuretic. So be very, very careful with these when you're using them to make sure that you're keeping up your water intake so you don't get dehydrated.
You mean intake?
I'm going to intake you in a minute. Okay. Lime is good for sore throat, respiratory, lymph and liver congestion.
Hey, Mama always, she wants to know, is that why the British sailors were called limeys?
Probably. It might be. Look it up. Tell us. Put the lime in the coconut and drink it all up.
That's what I said.
Lime in the coconut.
Oh, well, he types it, and then you.
That's because I like Professor. Okay. It's also good for urinary and digestive issues, memory, clarity. It's good for exhaustion and depression. It's good for chicken pox, head lice, pain and inflammation. Also, the herpes. And the cold sores.
The herpes.
Okay. Now, tangerine. Tangerine is the next one.
Oh, wait a minute. We got a friend named Tangerine.
We do have a friend named Tangerine.
Come, Mr. Tangerine Man, and take the herbs from me.
Really? Okay, no known interactions.
They don't interact with nobody?
Mm-mm.
See, Tangerine alone.
Comes from Tangiers, Morocco. The port where it was first shipped from to Europe and Florida in the United States. As far as properties go, it's antioxidant, anticoagulant. So be careful if you're taking, what would that be? Coumadin, I guess.
Taking a Cuba.
Yeah. So if you have issues with what's it called? Clotting. Yeah. Help me out, Squash. I'm having a brain fart.
Whoa! Somebody get some lemon. Get some lemon. That way it won't smell in here. If your brain is now farting whole, sweet baby Jesus.
Okay.
Sweet baby Jesus, save us all.
So anybody with hemophilia. What?
You can't say that anymore.
Yes, I can. Why not? Why not?
Because it's 2017.
It's 2018.
28. Yeah, it's
You've
20.
been sleeping.
I've been doing that good stuff. You can't say that no more. You can't be a homophiliac.
Hemo.
Well, you can't be afraid of them either. They're good people or people.
And that's not phobic, it's philia. Philia, not homo.
So you just gonna be feeling all up on them then.
Stop now.
I'm just saying,
Okay.
it's not.
Stop.
It's not professional to be that
All right.
in 2018.
So tangerine is
They people
antioxidant, anticoagulant.
They put their pants on just like you do, one leg at a time. They can vote. They can fight for this country. Ain't got time for that ugliness.
Okay. It's antioxidant, anticoagulant, it's anti-inflammatory, it's sedative, mucolytic, meaning that it can get rid of the lung butter, as we talked, and it's also a laxative.
That'll make you poop. So is it better than coffee?
It helps with achy and fatigued muscles and limbs, helps with congestion, poor circulation, arthritis and muscle pain. Also, parasites, sadness, and irritability.
So
I think I need some tangerine.
Wait a minute. So
and it's also good for water retention.
Hey, so
because it's a diuretic.
Hey, look. So if you got some of the pinworms and you took the tangerine, it would kill the worms and then make you poop them out.
I don't know about that.
You said it was laxative and parasitic.
Do you have pinworms? Do we need to give you some and see if you poop them out?
No, I'm good.
Been eating cow poop?
No. Look, I'm not tasting anything. I watch this show. I know what you do to that poor man.
Okay, last oil. We're going to make it in time. Look at this.
No, we're not.
Challenge accepted. Okay, wild orange. Last one.
Oh, boy. When the essential oils go wild, this is the one right here. Whoop. Give me some beads.
Take your skin off. Okay.
Look at my rhyme, baby.
Okay, no known interactions. It was used by the Chinese for coughs and colds, well before essential oils were around.
The Chinese secret. You got the whooping cough, you'll get a wild orange.
Oil's gone wild. Oh my god. Okay. Oranges have been grown since ancient times. They originated in Southeast Asia. Orange trees are a symbol of love and marriage in a lot of cultures.
Love and marriage.
Okay. As far as properties go, it's energizing. It's carminative. What does carminative mean?
That must be the order that stupid bunny beating on the drum always taking.
No.
You said it was energizing.
No. Carminative means...
You said it was energizing before you said the C word.
Yes, but I'm talking about carminative. Carminative means that it helps you get rid of gas.
Oh, I thought it meant it helped you drive the car.
No. It's antiseptic, antidepressant. It's an immunostimulant, so meaning that it helps to boost your immune system.
It stimulates you from the inside.
Anti-inflammatory, antispasmodic, antiseptic.
Okay, wait a minute. You said it was anti-inflammatory.
Mm-hmm.
So if I go to the Golden Corral
Mm-hmm.
and I just tear up that chocolate bar,
That has nothing to do with
that anti-inflammatory gonna stop me from swelling up?
Mm-mm. No, anti-inflammatory
What
has
good
to
is
do
it
with
in?
has to do with like joints, inflamed
See,
joints.
this is a family. You talking to me and you telling me this is a family show and you talking about a joint.
You know, like your elbows. Your elbow is a joint. Your shoulder is a joint.
Your elbow connected to the funny bone. Funny bone connected to the shoulder bone. The shoulder bone connected to the backbone.
When are you leaving?
Never. Backbone connected to the booty bone.
Oh God. No. Okay. So all right. So wild orange is good for stress. It's good for heartburn and sluggish bowels.
You got to think about pooping, don't you?
I do.
Every one of these oils are gonna give you the Hershey squirts. She trying to make all 40 of y'all poop your pants. That's exactly what she trying to do.
Okay, and June is adding, don't use if you have an autoimmune disease.
And don't use it in your morning coffee, because you already know a cup goes waking up, fart, woohoo. You put some of these oils in there, you're going to skip a whole fart. You're going to be like, fart, oh my God, I got to get to the potty.
Okay. Alright, it's good for anxiety and also for nervousness.
I ain't nervous.
It's good for anxiety, fear, concentration. It's also a good detox.
Staring at the oranges again.
Detox oil. And this is also a good one for menopause.
Chew.
Do you have a menopause?
Nope.
You not in pause?
Nope.
You in like fast forward right now.
I'm wide open.
Wide open.
Wide open, baby. Me and Pikachu are going for it all. We're going to catch them all.
Nita says never trust a fart.
Amen to that. When you get to that age, you know what age it is when you don't trust them no more.
Especially when you're using oils, right?
Amen. Drinking your morning coffee, you don't trust them.
So Squash, what have you been up to, man?
Not much. I did my world tour.
Oh yeah? Where'd you go?
Yeah. Well, I went to Zimbabwe. They kicked me out.
Oh yeah, what for?
I don't know. They didn't like my raps.
They didn't like your raps. They weren't dope enough.
No, they weren't dope enough for the Zimbabweans.
Zimbabweans.
I tried to go down to Middle Earth, but the hobbits wouldn't let me in.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, they said I was too tall. They got a leader in there, Amy, for real. Meanest little woman I ever seen in my life.
I don't know. I think she's pretty nice.
She's the queen hobbit.
Oh, she is? No, she's not.
Yeah.
She's not that short.
She ain't no bigger than a minute.
But got a heart the size of
Texas.
Yep.
I ain't seen her in here.
No, I haven't seen her either. She might be. It's getting a little late. Some of our peeps go to bed early or have routines with the chitlins. Let's see. Isn't Squash older than Jason? He's like 50, right?
I'm not gonna answer that. I'm not gonna answer that. So I got a question for all you home dogs in the chat box.
Mm-hmm.
My clock. What time is it on and why is it on that time? First one to get that, booyah, free bottle of wild orange. And I'm not talking about a sample bottle. Bam, big bottle.
Oh. I need the reason too. Gotta be more specific.
have much of a lag today.
22 for 22 who commit suicide. Well, a little
Gotta
bit
be,
more.
Gotta be
little
more
bit
specific.
2,200 hours, because there are 22 vets that kill themselves each and every day. There you go.
Dragon's
Talon.
Dragon's Talon 101. Very good. Yo, yo, yo. And that statistic is still in effect today.
Okay, Dragon's Talon, if you will email me your mailing information, I will make sure to send you some wild
I was playing
orange.
Pokemon Go with a couple of other vet friends of mine, and they still happening today.
Yep.
Sad.
Yep.
Why? Because they got to wait in line to get to the VA. The VA won't let them go see somebody and talk about stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Make them wait in line.
Send the oil to Lorelei. She seems to need it more than I do. Well, whoever's getting it, send me your address so that I can send it to you. Whoever. Alright, anybody have any questions? Any essential oil questions in general?
I'm kind of scared of all these oils now. You're going to be making me poop.
Mm-hmm.
Making me burn the back of my neck.
And that's only if you don't use it properly.
But I do have a friend. He does need to get rid of the herbs.
Oh my God.
He's not too bright though.
Oh no?
No, not too bright at all.
I'm not asking. I'm just not going to
We
ask.
call him Wayne.
So, Anita said, you better stop. Anita said, hey, at least your farts will smell lemony fresh.
Lemony fresh.
What's the best oils for migraines? So, doTERRA has a good one called Past Tense. So, that's more for stress-related, tension-related headaches. Kitty, if you'll put up what you use for migraines, she has a special blend
That's
that
not
she
what you
does.
do for migraines.
What do you do for migraine?
You get a fifth of vodka
Uh-huh.
and you drink it until the headache is gone.
Robin, my dad is having a hard time getting enough O2 when breathing. Would breathe help him? I mean, it's worth a shot. Let's see, Gothic sugar. I'm curious to know, do they last long considering the bottle size? It really depends on the oil. If it's something like lemon that you use for cooking or things of that nature, lemon goes pretty fast at our house, but again, it's only like $13 retail a bottle. And so, you know, we may go through a bottle of that a month. But then there are other bottles of oils that we have that we don't have to use, but, you know, we don't have to buy, but maybe once, 2, 3 times a year. So it just kind of depends on what oil it is, how often you use it. But typically there's 250 drops in a 15 milliliter bottle.
Lang-a-lang is one that goes quick around here.
If you're only using, you know,
And passion.
even if you're using 5 drops a day, that's still 50 days worth of consumption. So that's like almost
My home
2
dog
months.
Jason uses 3 to 5 drops of frankincense and
Kapava.
every morning, and it takes him about
almost 2 months.
About a month and a half, 2 months to go through those. So
So Lorelei says she's pouring Lang Lang on herself lately.
Can I get an address?
Stop.
Fry Squash needs an address.
So Kitty says she's been using Past Tense or lavender. Some people use lavender and peppermint for migraines. Also frankincense. Frankincense is a good one as well. Lorelei is winking you.
Woo. I'm gonna get on that Cab 7 dating site.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I seen.
You gonna find
Marilyn
you
Manson was on there. Jeffrey Dahmer. So I think my chances are very good of landing a female with that as my competition.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and I got some crazy preacher on there too. But I think the fried squash might just get some
zucchini.
Some. gonna get me some pumpkin. That's what I'm gonna get me.
Some pumpkin.
Like it with the junk in the trunk, baby.
Oh my God.
Like one of those rap guys, girlfriends.
Okay. Any other questions? We have about 15 minutes.
Now, look, I want to make an announcement.
Mm-hmm.
The contract has not been officially signed yet, but, and I got to work all of the schematics out with Big Bear Homestead.
Uh-huh.
But Fried Squash may occasionally do a live stream out in public where I'm going to interview folks.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I'm going to ask them about the alien invasion, this upcoming zombie apocalypse. And I'm also going to start to quiz folks. Who was the first president of the United States?
Do you think they'll be able to answer?
What year was the War of 1812? That always gets everybody. Who's buried in Grant's tomb? Yeah, that'll stump them.
Which one works good for women's health again? Clary Calm. Also Clary Sage. If you're talking about the citrus oils, wild orange is good for menopause. And then the other one that I talked about, grapefruit maybe? Yeah, grapefruit is good for breast and uterine health.
My breasts are just healthy. And can y'all explain something to me?
How long was the 100-Year War?
Y'all explain to me, when I'm breastfeeding my little squash flower, why am I getting all kinds of looks?
Because you're...
I mean, it's natural. It's natural to breastfeed.
Oh, God, you're killing me. You're sleeping out in the calf stall tonight. You know that, right, Squash?
I got a new car.
Oh, you do? Got a new car?
Yep, Squash is going to be delivering the mail.
Oh, God, help us all.
Yo, yo, yo. Yo, here's your electric bill. Yo, don't let them turn off the power.
Don't turn off the lights. That's what we say down here in the South.
Oh, that's good for you. But I'm from the ghetto. We say the power.
The power. You got the power.
Oh, we're fighting the power. Fighting
Squash,
the power, man.
Squash got the Prius.
Hey, don't knock Squash for going green. Your grandchildren will appreciate it.
Any more questions? We have about 15 minutes.
We used to order Chinese food and they'd always be like, 15 minutes, we next to friends.
Yeah. The cow will be dried up in the...
Hey, that's the car park guy that's talking smack, right? Yeah, I might have to chit chat with him. I might need some new parts for my new ride.
Oh yeah? You need some spinners for your...
Yo.
Thugs ride on 20s. Squash rides on 10s.
I was gonna put hydraulics on it, but then I realized how much it cost, and it was cheaper. It was cheaper to hire a couple of Mexicans and put them in the back with a floor jack, so then that way when I roll up next to a hottie at a light, they run out and jack the car up, and I'll be like.
Lorelai says the rims gotta fit that Prius, yo. Yeah.
But you know what I did learn?
What did you learn?
That, you know how everybody assumes that a burrito is a Mexican food? It's not. Burrito is an American food.
Trunk monkey. Oh my God.
Yeah.
You know, it's supposed to be a very... I can't even... Throwing the towel in. I'm done.
What you throwing in the towel for?
I am. So anyway, so Squash is going to be delivering mail, huh?
That's only if my interviewing gig don't work out.
No, you're interviewing. So where are you gonna go?
I don't know.
Yeah, no.
May go to the mall in Anderson. I may go to. I may just go to Walmart.
Mama says this was a very informative class. Thank you, yo.
Yo. Word to your mother.
Anyway, word.
Word, Gothic. Word.
Okay, well.
You know what? We need to bring all the fans of Big Bear Homestead need to bring that back. You know how back in the 80s we used to be like, word. Now we gotta bring that back, y'all. We'll be like, word.
No.
Why not?
No. Velvet dashboard. They're talking about pimping out the Prius. A Prius with multicolor LED rock lights.
Yo, I do want to get
dashboard.
I do want to get a big Pikachu and put it on my hood.
Yeah, the word is taco. With Dingo.
I want to get a Pikachu hood ornament. And then I want to, every time I hit the horn, it goes, Pikachu.
You need to put lights under the Prius, make it look like it's floating, and a horn that plays cucaracha.
I want to go on that rap battle.
I know.
You know how I want to battle?
Huh?
MC Hammer.
Oh, God.
Word.
Crushed velvet seats.
No.
No.
MC Hammer might win. I want to fight Vanilla Ice.
Oh, Gothic Sugar said, if you play the song as your theme, I'll make a Pikachu for the dashboard.
Play what song? Play what song? The Pokemon song? Gotta catch 'em all. Gotta catch 'em all. Gotta catch 'em all. Gotta catch 'em all.
You need a pimpin' hat.
Bulbasaur. Da-da-da sword. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. I don't know all the names to the Pokemon. The Chunky Monkey knows them all. Boy.
Yep.
She can get down with the Pokemon.
And the peace flag painted on the hood with spray paint.
Word.
Y'all are killing me.
And across the back window it says U.S. Mizale.
Mizale.
Hey, you know why Snoop Dogg always carries an umbrella, right?
For drizzle.
For drizzle. For the drizzle.
Gothic Sugar said the Pokemon remix. Play that as your theme song. Did you replace the? No, have not replaced the mirror. I gave the information to my almost 19-year-old son because he's the one that broke it, and I don't believe he has followed through yet, Mr. Tim. But I will check with him in the morning. He doesn't work tomorrow, so he has no excuse. He can call him tomorrow. Find out if they still have it. But no, we have not replaced the mirror yet. Okay, any last questions? Anybody have any requests for class next week? I'm thinking about doing spices, but let me know.
How about we do something that doesn't make you poop?
Oh, good luck with that.
Or it doesn't make your lips suck up to your...
So Professor says, and after all of that, put the USMC logo on the bumper. Okay, Dragon, if you take your oil, I'm going to send you something. Hit me up on Instagram so I can get your address. Alright. Animals.
What?
Do spices. Make sure that we get Jason to test them.
Pikachu.
Pikachu. Top 5. EO for PMS.
Yeah. PMS.
Putting up with men's stuff.
I don't think so.
Squash blossom cooking. Something for skin, okay?
Let's see, she must have ashy ankles too.
Oh, yeah? No, I don't think so.
What's she asking for skin?
Well, I mean, I have issues. Even as an adult, permissible manslaughter. Love it! Love it! Love it!
Word.
Okay, we got like 5 minutes. So I guess we can go ahead and sign off. Parked motorcycle syndrome. Classes with oils that can be used to help with autoimmune issues. Yeah, I wrote that down, June. I'll look.
Hey, June.
I'll look and see if I can find
Don't be
anything.
afraid.
Jude, are you a member of the Essential Oils with Mama Bear Facebook group? Because if I find anything, I'll probably post it in that class.
Yo, you didn't let Fried Squash in that group.
Well,
You know what? Fried Squash gonna make a Facebook page.
oh yeah?
Yep. I'm gonna start sending out Fried Squash homie requests.
Okay. Yeah, she's dry in the wintertime. So a lot of people fight like ashy skin and things like that. So I have great recipes for squash. Goes great with prairie oyster. Okay, so it's right at almost 9 o'clock. We're going to go ahead and sign off. We will see you guys next week, 7 o'clock, hopefully next time, not 7:30. Sorry we had to come on a little late, but we were running behind. Yeah, don't forget.
We was playing bingo.
Don't forget, put the lime in the coconut. Drink it all up. Put the lime in the coconut. All right. So everybody have a good evening. Thanks for coming by, and we will see you next week for another great essential oils
recycle,
class.
reuse, repurpose.
Yo, why?
Make the world a better place.
Make the world a better place. All right, y'all. Y'all have a great evening, and we'll see you next week. And be looking out. I think Jason is working on a video that he's going to release probably around Tuesday, Wednesday. So be looking for that. It's another one on our hog processing. We'll see y'all next week, and have a good evening.
Peace out.
Good night.
Peace in the Middle East.